All right, are we live? We should be. Let me put these on. Gotta have the sunglasses on. Oh, dude, these are dirty. I gotta clean these. What's up, everyone? There we go. And we're live on Kick too, which is super cool. First try. Didn't even need to try. Kick too, which is super cool. All right, let me mute it. All right, I'm muted. There we go. I'm actually going to pop out the chat on Kick too, so I can kind of see both chats side by side, which is really cool. I just kind of wish this was... There we go. All right. How's everyone doing? Scooch this over. Let me move this over too. All right, yeah, this is cool. Okay. All right, we're live. We're good. Jump out of that. Cool. Okay. We are vibing. Let me see here. No, I think I somehow lost like D's chat. Something happened. I know D earlier said we vibing, so thank you so much for saying that. Super interesting ideas on comics and crypto about AI. That would also have to mean the investors are interested in Veve collectibles. Yeah, I haven't. I only watched like the very tail end of the stream, like maybe the last like 5 or 10 minutes. I just caught it at the very tail end. So I do want to watch the rest of it at some point. I'll probably watch it on like ×2 speed or something. So. D, you got here first. Nice work. Yeah, D was here first. I don't know why my chat is like not showing it or whatever, but yeah, we're just hanging out. I think I might need to fix this too. Yeah, there we go. No, we're good. All right, there we go. I did auto detect it. I was just looking at some of the brands and stuff because I'm also live streaming on Kick right now too. It seemed pretty easy to set up everything on Kick. I'm actually going to turn on the Kick stream really quick, make sure like the sound works and everything really quick. Make sure like the sound works and everything really quick. Okay, it's not playing the music on YouTube or like the stream, but that's fine. We might have to figure out something else. So there is no music on Kick, but that's fine. I'll have to figure that out some other time. I think it's because OBS is like picking it up a different way. I don't know. I feel like it should be picking up the music, but oh well. One of the first things he was saying is that AI will be able to buy in the market in fractions of a second. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, things didn't happen that differently back in 2021, right? Like late 2021, early 2022 with all the bot accounts. They weren't like AI agents or anything crazy like that, but there were just people with a lot of phones, algorithms set up with bots with just fast internet, right? That's kind of all it was. So, yeah, I mean, things would get bought and sold very quickly back in the day. And, you know, if Veve really pops off or whatever happens, like that's, you know, that's something that could definitely happen in the future. So best to accumulate now, right? You know, not financial advice, but you can do whatever you want. But man, this is cool. I set up a stream on Kick. If you guys want to, my name on Kick is just Digital Vibes. I had to put the number 1 at the end because I guess someone already had the name Digital Vibes. Manipulating the market. Yeah, it's very easy. I mean, the bots did that too, right? They would, I don't know if you remember, but remember the bots would floor a bunch of stuff like like 20, 30 collectibles within about 30 seconds to a minute. There'd just be a huge sell wall, and you're like, what's going on? Like the whole wall would just go away like instantly, right? Because they're all listing and delisting right away. So, if Veve does really, Veve gets really big, right? I mean, we have Omi to NFT, right? So it's already easy enough for people to dump their crypto profits into Veve. One thing I did want to check, is there a way on Stack R? Dude, ever since I watched Corey, and I thought Dan Crothers was saying it during his speech, and then Corey kind of reinforced it that like he was saying like Stack R. He's like, yeah, on Stack R. I love the way you pronounce it. I might have to pronounce it that way from now on. Stack R. But I think with Stacker, I think you can just, you can swap between USDC and Omi like right away on base, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I mean, at this point, like if you have ETH or USD, like you can just kind of just roll your crypto into Veve like immediately, right? What's up, Dr. Strange? What's up, dude? Yeah, we're just hanging out right now. We're also going to talk about, do I even have it up here? Yeah, I'll move it over. I'm going to be going to this convention tomorrow called Phoenix Fan Fusion. I showed it last stream, but I'm going to be going there tomorrow. And I think there's already one person from Veve there already today. And I think there might be a couple other people that will go tomorrow. But yeah, like all these actors are going to be there. Like Simon Pegg from like The Walking Dead. I remember her from, is it Married with Children? Yeah, and she's also plays, what's her face on there? They also showed all the Hobbits too. Like all the Hobbit actors are going to be there too. So if you ever want sign-ups, I think you do have to pay money or maybe wait in a huge line for sign-up. So I'm not expecting to get autographs from probably any of these people, but I'm just going to go there for fun. It'd be nice to just to kind of see them in person, right? What's up, Tucson? Oh, cool emote. That's probably one of the YouTube emotes, right? So, morning. It's 7 p.m. What are you talking about morning, Veve Gold? What's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. I also did, I might have to grab them here in a little bit, but I did print out like legitimately extremely last minute, like kind of quote unquote business cards with my QR code on it. So I had like 10 minutes to like mock up the business card and submit it to FedEx before they like closed for the day or whatever. So I'm going to be handing out a lot of those at the convention too, which will be cool. So yeah, Hayden Christensen's going to be there. He's there today and then tomorrow as well, which is pretty cool. And then obviously all the Hobbit actors are going to be there. So I guess Sean Astin's only going to be there Friday, but that's fine. But it'd just be cool to see them. Yeah, and it's insane the amount of activities and stuff they have. And it's like 3 stories. 3 a.m. Yeah, so what is that? That's still technically night, right? Or is that morning? What's technically like nighttime? Is it 6 to like 2 and then like 3 to something is whatever? I don't know what's considered like nighttime, daytime. I wonder if Kevin Smith is signing that new Clerks Archie crossover comic. He might. I didn't know about that. Rainn Wilson's going to be there too, so. I do like him as an actor a bit. Yeah, and all these guys are going to be there. Kevin Smith. These guys. Cool exhibition hall. They have literally cosplay all day. They have like Legos and wrestling. They have a bunch of different areas for kids where they can do like play like lightsaber fights, Lego building. Yeah, they kind of have it all here. It's pretty cool. I think it looks a little strange because I have my like dark mode on. If I turn that off, yeah, there we go. Like family fun. And also kids under 12 go for free, which is kind of crazy. So if just any kid that's under 12, you can just go for free. Yeah, arts and crafts. They have like lightsaber fighting, stuff you can build with Legos. I guess you can also build droids, which is kind of cool too. They have Quidditch with the Arizona State University. Disney feud, I guess. Like if you want to do that. So yeah, these are all kind of like fun stuff. Pokemon Go Community Center, interesting. Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff, and that's just like the kids section. Let alone comics. Let's see if they have anything good for comics. Beginner guide to collecting and reading comics. Ooh, that'd be kind of... Oh, that's Friday only. Yeah, some of this stuff is like Friday or Saturday only or Sunday, but yeah, I'm excited to go. I'm gonna go there right when they open. I mean, it opens at 8 a.m., so I'm probably gonna go there early and just check out the place. Like I said, I actually have a bunch of cards here that I'm gonna hand out to people, and I wish I did a better job with the cards, but I literally had 10 minutes to make them on like Photoshop and throw it together. I forgot to even put my name on there and like the BB name, but it has the QR code, it has some collectibles and that kind of stuff. So later on, I think I do want to make some more kind of like professional looking business cards, but this was just like first draft, you know, let's go. Archie crossover, yeah. In Turkey, about to board a plane to America. Awesome, Kryptoni. Oh, are you yeah, what are you in Turkey for? That's cool. Mr. Worldwide over here. And Kryptoni, I actually got your... Whoop, wrong button. I actually got your hat here, too. I was almost going to wear it during an informant stream because they were all like wearing hats. I was on their stream the other day. But I think one of them wasn't wearing a hat, but I still have it here. Kids section? I thought that was for us. Yeah. That really is. I mean, dude, half that stuff sounds fun. I'm down. Yeah, it looks like some of the comic stuff is just kind of different events. Wrestling, anime, sci-fi. Let's see what they got for anime. Retro anime? Oh, that's kind of cool. Saturday. So they got Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, Pokemon, Sailor Moon. I forgot what these two are at the top. Their face is kind of like covered or whatever, but yeah, that's pretty cool. What about sci-fi? That's really the one we're going to get to. Yeah, Star Wars. Interesting, The Acolyte. And okay, I still have not watched Andor. Not even like the first season. I think I watched like half of an episode and then I got distracted with something else, but I still need to watch Andor. A lot of people have said Andor is actually very good. Super fight. What? Spock versus Vader? I'm sorry, I got to give that to Vader. You can't even Vulcan mind meld people through the mask. Like, you can't, you know, can't neck pinch him either because he's wearing all that armor and stuff, so. It's just two different worlds. Star Wars is just too violent and militaristic for Star Trek, at least for the Confederation. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff for sci-fi. That's cool. So I'm going to try and live stream there, at least for like a little bit. I have no idea if I am. It really depends on the connection. I'm going to try and take a lot of pictures, but my goal is to try and like I have another tablet somewhere, but like possibly have my tablet connected to my Veve account, either to the Wi-Fi or to the hotspot, try and take pictures there with other people, you know, and then also keep the live stream like on my phone at the same time, which I think will be cool. So yeah, that's the plan, but I have no idea how the internet or anything is going to be. I like that Dalek outfit that one girl had at the top. I don't know if you guys saw that, but be safe. Yep. Last thing I want to do is leash my kids at a convention. Yeah. Coming from Egypt. Let's go, dude. That's sick. Thanks, Doc. Second season is probably the best television show that you've ever sat through? Really? It's that good, huh? See, and half these characters are already on Veve. So, like, my goal for them, I mean, I'm going to talk to people and shoot the shit, right? But, like, my goal is to kind of just talk to people and just ask them, like, hey, who's your favorite superhero, villain, character, whatever? You know, if they say Boba Fett, Spider-Man, Darth Vader, you know, any of that stuff, I'm like, cool, hey, like, you want a picture with them? And then they're like, wait, what do you mean? Pull out the AR, take a picture with them and their thing, and see if I can, like, email it to them or send it to them in some way. you know, and give them a card. So that's kind of the goal there, you know, just to kind of connect with people, see if they want to get a picture with their, you know, with like their favorite IP or characters. Come on. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure that was done. How many are you buying tomorrow? Cisco versus Vader. Cisco wins, yeah. What was Cisco's drink of choice? I forgot. So I don't think, unless they've changed it recently, but I'm pretty sure like every captain has a favorite drink. Like Captain Picard, even though he only ordered it, I think like 7 or 8 times ever in the show, which was, you know, tea, Earl Grey. Captain Janeway was coffee, black. I forgot what Cisco's was. I don't know what Captain Kirk's is either. I'm sure his was just like Scotch, straight or something like that. You know, I don't know what his was. But I do remember like, at least for Star Trek, like each captain has like a drink of choice that they typically turn to. The coffee one is the one I resonate with the most. You know, I'm almost a daily coffee drinker, and when I don't have it, I'm pretty darn groggy. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the, I don't know, what do you guys want to talk about? Look at the Tokidoki stuff really quick. Yeah, so this one's going to be interesting. I don't know how many I'm going to go for. Kryptoni wanted to know. I mean, personally, I'm just going to go for one. Probably my favorite ones on this list is probably, oh, actually, I forgot there's actually 2 ponies here. Her Majesty and then Her Majesty Special Edition. How many of the special editions are there? All right, there's 100, but 90 in circulation. So that'll be interesting. I mean, I like this drop. It's honestly been a while since we've had a Tokidoki drop, and I'm pretty sure everyone at some point, at least if you've been on Veve for longer than like 2 or 3 years, I'm pretty sure you've had at least one Tokidoki collectible like in your collection at some point. And like, you know, these are just very colorful and cool. So I'm going to go for at least one. I think my favorite one is probably either the Ninja Sabo-chan. I really like the look of that one. Donatella. I like that one. I just like the ninja ones the most, but don't get me wrong. I like the samurai and this like imperial, like Roman soldier, Viking. This other stuff looks cool. It wasn't root beer. Roctagino, same as Dax. You know what? I didn't remember the name of the drink, but I do remember it was some weird, you know, some obscure like alien or like other culture drink. It wasn't like a human drink. I do remember, yeah, it was something different. So that's probably why I didn't remember it. Big A, what's up, dude? Hey, Vibes and everyone here, yeah. I did get into Disney Pinnacle a little bit. Luckily, Veve Fans was nice enough to like, you know, show me the ropes. He told me he kind of encouraged me to like make an account. I already have a Disney Plus account, so you know, I got the free collectible. He traded me like 4 collectibles or 4 pins for it. Told me to join the Discord, so I'm in there now. I haven't really said anything, but getting a little bit involved with Disney Pinnacle does sound pretty cool. So that's what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately, I'm not in the other projects yet, but like Off the Grid and stuff like that. I do want to eventually, but I feel like I'm just juggling a lot of stuff right now. Yo, what's up, peoples? What's up, Mark? Yeah, I'm curious how many are you guys gonna go for tomorrow? Maybe we'll do a quick poll really quick. Well, not a Q&A. Whoa. Like 1 to 2, and then what? 3 to 5, and then I guess the last one's like 5 plus. Now we'll start the poll. I'm just going for one, but we'll pick up some comments and stuff after. Yeah, I think that's what most people's things are. I mean, unless it's just like an absolute slam dunk, right? Kind of similar to like Grogu, right? Because at least Grogu, you could select the one you wanted. So like, unless you have something in mind that you want to stack, like, yeah. But with something like this, where it's like a blind box, there's also a lot of different versions too, right? Let me actually turn or change this really quick. There's 1, 2, so there's 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 different things you can get, you know, with one click. So take that into consideration. But yeah, the comments look pretty cool. I just realized I think this one has a horse in her crown too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I just really wish I could look at these in 3D on the website, but I can't. I just realized I think all the crowns have something attached to it. This one looks like it has like a little chick, like a little baby chick, like a chicken on it. Yeah, this one also has the like a unicorno. Except for this one. I kind of want this one, to be honest. I think I'm going to pull the lever once, and then if I somehow... If this uncommon is like 3 gems, even less than that, like I'll definitely pick up a Donatella. Sabo-chan's going to be tough. We'll see. That one's probably going to do pretty well. This one is pretty cute too, with like the cracked egg and the, I think that's like an ice cream sandwich or something, or it's some sort of, I'm sure it's some sort of Japanese treat that I'm like not familiar with. The shield with like the tomato slammed against it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this one's cool too. Mozzarella. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset with that one either. Plan to pick up 1, but we'll definitely FOMO a 2nd or a 3rd. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, 10 gems it's a good price point for these, but yeah, it's kind of curious what it would have been like if it was like 5 gems or 8 or something a little bit different. Slider, what's up, dude? Vibe, what's up? Let's go. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Are you going for any tomorrow, Slider? Okay, yeah, get rid of that. Cool. I'm probably going to do the Grail video at some point this weekend, probably Sunday or Monday, something like that. Because tomorrow I'm going to be at the convention most of the day, and then by the time I get home, I'm going to be exhausted. I might take a nap and like then do a live stream like late tomorrow or something. We'll see, but they're going to go for 1. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just going to go for 1. It seems like. I think that's the majority. We'll see what the poll says, actually. We're supposed to see what Mark Diaz has to say. This is important. I think they're very nice. Might pick up my favorite in the market. That dang special edition's really cool, though. Maybe I'll give it a shot for 10 gems. Yeah. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but that special edition, what's the... if a 1 in 79 chance, so 1 in 80 chance of getting the special edition, so... 1 in like 80 chance, meaning... You know, I mean, you kind of have to put it into perspective, right? At least the way I think of it. Like, if you're trying to shoot for a special edition or a certain one, like, you know, whatever the odds are, like, you're going to have to push the button, you know, around that many times. Like, you could get lucky and get it on your 32nd try, but, you know, could take 80, could take 90. No one really knows. Yeah, a 1 in 80 chance. But, dude, it could happen. You never know. You don't know until you press the... I mean, the only way to get it, you know, this way is to buy it in the store, so... Look at the shoes on mozzarella. That one's pretty cool. Let me see. Oh, you are right. Yeah, those are like little skull shoes. I thought they were like ghosts, but I think they're like skull shoes. You know, like I said, it's kind of hard to tell on the... Am I able to look at it on the web app? I might just make a video, and I mean, I'll put it in the feedback thing, but I literally might make a video of like top 10 things or feedback things I would love to see on Veve, and I'm sure they're aware of it. I'm just kind of curious if I'm not alone with some of these recommendations or things I would like to see. Can I look at this and I can view it? See, this is I can view it in 3D. Yeah, let's see if I can show you guys. God, it's gonna be hard. It's hard to tell, but yeah, they look like either ghost or they kind of look like skull slippers, or maybe they're just like cute bunny slippers or something like that, but I can't really see it. I'll have to, I used to do it on my old stream, so I'll have to find a way where I can plug in my phone and it'll just show my phone screen on the stream. Because I'll be honest, there are a lot of features that are phone exclusive, but not available to the computer app. So one of these days I might have to hook that up. Yo, 63. I'm just gonna call you 63. What's up, dude? Hope things are going well. Are you going for these tomorrow? I'm kind of letting the Tokidoki poll go a little bit longer. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I wanted to just do a quick stream, you know, talk about the convention tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, I forgot to show you guys. Again, I just threw this little business card together super quick. You guys can't really see it, huh? But I just threw it together really quick. So, I'm going to make a more professional one, but I literally did this in like 10 minutes because FedEx was going to close. And I literally called them. I was like, hey, is there any way I can get business cards like today? And they're like, yeah, if you shoot the art over and you get it in by like 5, we can get it done before we close at 6. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. So I threw it together. But yeah, it says right here, you know, get 10 free. I try to use all the same verbiage that Veve had on their website and their like promotional materials. So, you know, there's like the 10 free credits. Let me see. Over 6 million digital collectibles sold. And dude, there's something I didn't realize until I looked into it, but I put in like stamps, cards, comics, vehicles, and I was going to make it longer, but I was kind of running out of room on this on the business card. But it's like stamps, cards, collectibles, art, music, exclusive comic covers, IRL utility. Like I was going to put all that on there, but I just ran out of room on the card. And then, you know, I said buy with credit card or crypto, and then show off an AR or, you know, the Veveverse that utilizes like Unreal 5. So yeah, it's not even two-sided. I'll just see if I can show you guys again. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the T-Rex, the DeLorean, and I'm gonna make it cleaner, but like I said, I threw this together in like 10 minutes and I'm like, I have to do something. It doesn't even have my name on it or anything. It just says Veve, but it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's not about me. As long as they use the QR code they get on Veve, I'm happy. It's true, I hit the Cathedral tank. 1 shot, 1 kill. Let's go, dude. How much is that? Let me actually switch back. If I just type in tank, how much is that going for? Do you still have it, Doctor? Ooh. You know what this reminds me of? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you guys know any lore about Warhammer 40K, but this literally reminds me of the, I think they're called Sisters of Battle. Yeah, I just typed it in there. Yeah, Sisters of Battle. So it is a chapter in Warhammer 40K of just women that like are just hyper zealous, worshiping. I forgot who or what they worship again, but they'll like literally invade planets. They'll do orbital strikes using cathedrals and like organ cannons and like playing music and just like raining everything on people. So like that tank reminded me of the Sisters of Battle. So this is one of my favorite chapters, like them, the salamanders. There's a few others too in like Warhammer 40K that I like a lot. So it's like pretty, and I would totally imagine them using like a cathedral tank or something cool like that. So yeah, I really like the 40K talk and all that stuff. Hit the like button. Yeah, everyone hit the like button. I want prize. What prize? Oh, you mean like the special edition? Yeah, the special... What was that picture? You guys see that? Dude, sometimes my X homepage is super weird. There's like random stuff that's on it. Like, I literally never had a Twitter account up until Veve. And then ever since then, now there's just like just a ton of slop on there. I need to start doing the, what's it called? Like, stop showing me this or whatever, but... That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it literally cost me like $30. I got 250 cards. I'm just going to talk to people, sling it around, whatever. I do want to make more professional looking ones later, but like I was just trying to get it in there before I went to the convention tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That card looks good for 10 minutes of work. Yeah, I mean, I was already doing, I already had a bunch of the PDFs and stuff set up for like, I already have like a banner on Kick and everything too. Let me see. Yeah, I was like doing banner because I'm also streaming on Kick too. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm streaming on Kick as well right now. No one's on there talking, but that's fine. And I was kind of doing some of that art, so I have a lot of the assets saved. So I was able to throw it together pretty quick because I already had a lot of the stuff saved on there. Yeah, it's listed. All right, let me check it out. I did everything but look at the listing itself. Let's see. Ooh, let's go. 22K. 2222. Oh, it's a mint 22 as well. That's a clean mint. I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So doesn't seem like you're trying to sell it anytime soon. But yeah, that's cool. I do like that. I'm still salty, Doc. Oh, you're still salty about you just one-shotting the special edition? Yes, sir. Street Fighter announcement next week. I'm not sure, honestly. I thought Veve's had Street Fighter on their like list of IPs for a while, but I mean, it was on the screen during Dan's talk, like I put on Twitter. Here, see if I can find it, and hopefully, I want show some crazy Ronald McDonald, Ronald in a cup. Well, that. Next on Veve? No, I think it was more cursed than that if you look closely. Yeah, here's the picture. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that's the Street Fighter. That's the Street Fighter 5 logo on there. Rambo. Some of these other ones are kind of hard to read. Like this one, I can't read this. Like, is it MGA? There's also this other one. It's like, I'm sure some of these, I think most of these we already have on Veve. That we already have a drop. Little Prince, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, pretty much all these are there except for Street Fighter. I think that's the only one that's like on the screen, yet we don't have a collectible from that IP yet. Cathedral Tank. Let's go. Had to go back and pause to see what was in the pot. Yeah, it's gross. Cursed. Doctor said, well, as I told my friend in 2021, when it was a ghost town who hit MC1 SR on the drop. Or, oh, nice. Marvel Comics 1 SR on the drop. Told him to list it for 20K for fun, and one day he woke up months later and it was sold. He sent me 100 gems. Only 100 gems? Come on. Yeah, there was, that was like my friend. I convinced him to go on Veve, and he went for the, he just got a common, but he went for the Amazing Fantasy 15 drop. He actually landed it, got the common. And I remember back then, the commons were up to like 800 gems at one point. And I remember him asking me, like, should I sell it? And I'm like, it's up to you. I don't know. Like, market's doing well. Like, things are running up. But, you know, obviously in hindsight, you know, selling it was probably the play there. All right, I'm going to end the poll here in a little bit. So everyone vote. If you're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, you know, whatever it is. Come on, man. Only 100 gems. Jemmies. What do you think is better? SR Miles Morales or 7K and Omi? Like one or the other? Is that the price of Miles right now? All right, let me go to the collectibles. Is that his floor price right now? essentially 7K. Yeah. um, that's hard to say because I literally think Miles is going to be one of the like first 5 collectibles. Like if there's whales coming out of the app, either secretly, I mean, there could be a whale joining, a month from now that just hears about Veve, or maybe they've been on the fence and they made some crypto gains or whatever, and now they want to get into it. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. It's hard to say. I mean, if you're talking about right now, I would probably secure the Miles first. Not financial advice, just because, I mean, it could always get a little bit cheaper, right? But with Omi, I do think it's going to stay a little bit lower for a little bit of time. I don't know. It's like just now, like Vivi's like just started talking about Omi. Crypto's doing well, but even if alt season comes and all that stuff, I do think it's even going to take people a little bit of time to find the Omi token and all that kind of stuff. So it's really up to you. I mean, you're probably a little bit more flexible with the Omi, right? In a way. But we'll see. I mean, Omi has a lot of room to run. I mean, if it does hit on all cylinders and, we hit that bull run. It's hard to say because they both have a lot of potential. But if Miles Morales ever, for some reason, goes up in price, that's going to be much harder to attain than just buying Omi. Because if let's say both of them double in price, right, for whatever reason, like Omi, maybe not double, but if they both go up like 30%, it's going to be harder to acquire the Miles. And you can always buy Omi fractionally, right? Or you can always throw $100 at it, whereas Miles, you have to buy it all in one go. It's not like you can buy a piece of Miles and then own it. One has 250 copies. One has 500. Yeah, exactly. One has 250 copies. The other one has 500. Is that billion? Billion? Yeah, probably. So I agree. The only thing is just like, all right, could Miles go a little bit lower or whatever it is? But yeah, I'd probably favor the Miles over Omi. I take Miles, don't see him going down that much more, but Omi, you never know. Yeah. I would try to offer lower on Miles, save another $500 to a K. Yeah, that's something too. You could always reach out to these people. Sometimes if you click their profile, sometimes these people do have their X account like him. Yeah. This Michael Cruz guy, like if you hit him up on Twitter, just add him or DM him and just say, hey, I see you have it listed for 7K. Like if you do 6.5, like I'll buy it right away. And some people might take that deal. Save yourself a little bit. I like that idea. Are there any up on Stacker? Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, this guy has it up for 29 million, which I don't know how much that is. And interesting. It shows the ultra rare on like the home screen. Yeah, that's going for $6,000. So, oh, it's actually cheaper on Stacker. So the real question is 6K in Omi or a Miles, roughly. I'd probably still pick Miles, but regardless, I mean, technically it is cheaper on Stacker. You, let me see. Do you, oh, I have to like log in. All right, give me a sec. Let me log into that really quick. I don't think it shows any sensitive information. I keep forgetting on Stacker if it does or doesn't. But you do, I don't know if it's a 2% additional fee. Yeah, let me log in really quick. All right, should be good. All right. Did I type it in wrong? Oh, that's the right one. All right, we'll try it again. That was weird. Uno mas. We'll try it. All right, I think we got it. There we go. Miles. I think there is a small additional fee, though. Yeah, there's a... oh, it says insufficient balance, but I could have sworn there was like an additional 2% fee, like success fee as a buyer, which, you know, that's something you don't have to deal with on Veve, right? There is no fee as a buyer, only as a seller. Like, for example, like this comic, there's the difference. Yeah, there's a little 2% fee, but even with the 2%, it's still cheaper than the Veve floor. So, like I said, sometimes you can kind of, you know, negotiate with people, see what it's going for on Stacker, see on Veve, maybe reach out to this guy and say, hey, like, you know, there's someone selling on Stacker for 6K. Like, if you can meet in the middle at 6.5, you know, I have gems. I'd rather do that. Whatever. Veve fans, what's up, dude? Yeah, I was just talking about you earlier, how you kind of got me into Disney Pinnacle and all that stuff. So I did join the Discord. I haven't said anything yet, but I just joined the Discord. I'm probably just gonna lurk in there a little bit and then talk and stuff. But it took me a little while to get used to the Disney Pinnacle app and just like navigating it and like offers and trades and like that kind of stuff. But it's pretty cool and intuitive. I do like it so far. I'm not sure how easy or hard it's going to be to like cover the market, and even if there is like a market, because it does seem like it's mostly about trading. Are you able to buy pins off of other people, or does it have to be a trade? I assume like if you're buying from the store, it has to be money, and if you're buying it from other people, it has to be a trade. I assume, but I could be wrong. Would be a $120 fee, but much better deal than Stacker by a lot. Exactly, right? So it's going to get to that point where, you know, people might kind of compare it to Stacker, or, you know, now there's almost like a second marketplace that you're kind of competing against a little bit, which I think is good. I like competition. I like more marketplaces, things like that. Am I able to join? Oh, so waitlist opens in 12 hours. So I think what I'm going to do is like before the stream ends, I'm definitely going to join the waitlist, turn on the auto buy in case I forget. I don't think I will, but that is a very nice feature that Veve did a long time ago, which is the waitlist as well as the auto buy. There's been at least 2 or 3 drops that I missed because of there was no auto buy feature, you know, up until about, you know, half a year ago, 6 months ago or something like that. Followers, viewers, okay. Am I even doing this? I'm gonna, give me 1 second.
Who's the guy behind you? Who's the guy?
Sorry. Oh, there's just... yeah, there's just a million people live streaming crypto right now on... Not a million, but there's quite a few people live streaming crypto on Kick right now. Maybe it's just like late night in general. So I do like Kick though. I heard there's a lot of streamers moving over to Kick from Twitch and other platforms and stuff like that. And plus I already paid for this like dual stream or multi-stream like software anyway, so I might as well make use of it. During marketplace events, you buy and sell other users for Disney Pinnacle. Okay, cool. Off other users for Disney Pinnacle, yeah. And that's the other thing too. I also got 10 free something. Oh my gosh, what's the coin that kind of, it sounds like it underpins the whole Pinnacle platform. I have like 10 tokens of that, so I might use that to buy stuff later. Who knows? Hey man, how's it going? What's up? Yo, Hippie, what's doing? How's it going? Have I seen you before? Are you new to the stream, or has it just been a while? Flow, thank you. Yeah, Flow. I have like 10 Flow tokens or something like that. I think I just get for free for being like a first-time purchaser, like first-time trading. Dapper Credit is just like Dems. Okay, maybe it is like Dapper Credit or something like that. Yeah, I think it's Dapper Credit. That's what it is. Flow is the blockchain that's that it's involved with. So, but what's up, Hippie? Oh yeah, we need to do the poll. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll right now. And this is kind of what I figured on the poll. Why is it not showing up? I ended the poll and like it just like went away. Anyway, well, it looked like it was like 70-some% were going for any, and there's like a handful going for like 1 or 2, stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna pass on these serial killers. 25 gems is a little steep for something like this. And then what's the likelihood of you getting a Cocoa Punch? Cocoa Punch. A 1 in 6. That's not too bad. 1 in a 6.5 chance. But then again, it is 25 gemmies, so it will add up. Cool. All right, let's check out the market really quick. Oh yeah, the new poster came. So I'm kind of, by the time I realized that the poster was going on, like I almost bought both the comics like last minute, but both the comics were pushing like 15 gems or something like that, maybe a little bit higher. Like even the common. So I was like, all right, just kind of forget it. Just let it go. But it looks like the poster's doing well. And someone mentioned, yeah, there's only 362 of these, which is pretty darn scarce. I think this is like the most scarce Ultraman collectible in general, which is cool. Veve does a pretty good job with these kind of like airdrops and things like that. I think the last time they did it was Planet Death. They had like an airdrop for having the whole set. This Ultraman one, having a comic from 1 and 2, you know, getting airdropped a poster, which is awesome. It kind of depends. Sometimes I'll keep the collectible all the way up until the point of the airdrop. And there's been other points too where I've actually just sold the collectible. I remember during like the evolvable, I mean, we still have evolvables. I would assume we probably have a couple more or something like that in the near future. But after like the second or third after the second evolvable drop, after that, all I did was just kind of flip. I wasn't really crafting like the next thing. So I was kind of just flipping stuff in anticipation of people, you know, buying it up and going for the next thing. So, whoa, R2-D2's at 104? Was he always that high? Let me look him up. Gosh, that's wild. R2-D2, was it at 20 gems at one point? That doesn't seem right. A few years ago. $20.22. Yeah, that must be a, I think that's like a glitch. I don't know why. Sometimes my NFT tracker will just like randomly snapshot a collectible or something like that when it's like extremely cheap. Or like a mislisting or something like that. But like over the last 3 months, no, I guess R2-D2 has always been kind of hovering around there. I mean, 6 months ago, it was going for 250. We see a slight May pump, right? May the 4th. Went from 90 up to 130, all the way up to 165 at one point, and then it's pulling back to 106. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the golden moments and the, you know, as of right now, they still have a lot of mints, you know, 8,000 plus, but I do want to get an R2-D2 at some point, but I think it'll keep pulling back. I think there's still a lot of people on Veve that are just like very gem starved right now. And, you know, even if you do like Star Wars, if there's a new IP or a new collectible or something that comes out, like let's say we announce Street Fighter and you just absolutely love Street Fighter, you know, there could be people that list their stuff for cheap and get rid of it. I see a lot of the same collectibles here on the all-time low list. Death is still here. I'm really tempted to buy this Romulan Warbird. I'm really tempted to do it. It's technically at an all-time low, but I do think it can get a little bit cheaper. There's not a whole lot of Star Trek fans. I think I'll buy the avocado a little bit later because, I mean, it's crazy that the box price used to be 120 at one point. And these cards too, I do think there's a lot of just like cool little things like this that people kind of forgot about, like these cards that open up, that they're like animated. Same thing with the lenticular cards, right? Doctor Strange says, all it takes is one R2D2 with X-Wing announcement, and that price is old news, bro. Yeah. Well, it would be that one as well as, well, the one that would pump more is the other R2, right? But I think the Golden Moments, you know, it'd probably get caught up with that wave a little bit just because there's a lot of attention on R2. But yeah, this is the one that would pump a lot because this is the one they hinted at it being possibly connected or animated with the X-Wing. And how much is this one going for? There's one listing for 900 something. Yeah, 505%. Yeah, the VV4 price is technically 150 gems in Omi. What is that right? This VV4 price 150. That's not right. And this says the difference is 750. I don't know why it's Oh no, this is a different. Oh, the Golden Moments one was 104 or whatever it is. This is the other R2. So yeah, this one is a bit higher. Yeah, this one's gonna pump a lot. Plus, again, you know, it only has 1,900 editions, almost 2,000. This one would pump a lot, but I think the Golden Moments would go up too, as well. All right, let's go back to here. Just kind of comb the market really quick, see what people are doing. Sometimes I do have to refresh it. I forgot about these like specimen drops. Gosh, there are so many drops on. It's gotten to the point where there's. I'm back in the day. I used to memorize like all the drops, all the mint numbers, all the comics, because there really wasn't that many. Now we've gotten to the point where there's just so many collectibles on the app. It's pretty wild. I mean, you just scroll down here and you just see so many different IPs and, you know, different mediums. Like that's a golden statue, that's a poster, that's a can of Coke. Those are, you know, apparel or like clothes. Like it's just all over the place. I love it. Stanley, Human Torch action. Interesting. What do you guys think about these remaining editions, 1,200? All right. What do you guys think about these action versions of the Marvel Mighties? I don't know if you guys remember that. I think they did decently well, and I think they, you know, obviously helped burn a little bit of the supply of the original like Marvel Mighty drops, but I didn't really go for it. I mean, I like the animation stuff, but I think the fact that it lost the FA tag when you did that, I wasn't a huge fan of. But it makes sense, right? Human Torch. What's the price of the other one? 17 in the market. 10 gems. How many mints does this one have again? Almost 15,000. 488 burns, so it's still 14,500. Yeah. I'm still waiting for Doctor Doom to pull back too. Ever since they did that, because if anything, it affected Doctor Doom more than anything. Obviously, because it has less mints. But yeah, I mean, 10% of the supply was essentially burned, or almost like 8% was burned because of that action thing. I'm still waiting for Doctor Doom to pull back a little bit more, because there was a point where I think he was trading at like low 30s, and that's not the case anymore. Yeah, let me look it up really quick. Just go to Doom. Yeah, ever since this like action Doom came out, that price just skyrocketed. Because how long ago was that? I'm assuming it was right about here. That happened in March. Let me see again. Let me go back. Let's go to Doom here. So When did this drop happen? Yeah, March 16th, which kind of lines up with this chart, right? March 9th. Price was maybe going up a little bit, but I'm assuming around this time is when they actually announced it on Twitter. So, I mean, it went from essentially, 60 gems all the way up to 120. But yeah, like back here, like earlier this year, like there were some listings. It was kind of hanging around like the 30 and 40 mark for like a week or two. I still don't own one. Or do I? I'll have to check. Yeah, it would say right there if I own one, like you have one collectible or whatever. So, yeah, 50 gems is still not a bad price, but I'm gonna wait for it to go below like close, if not below 40. That's kind of my goal. The action version looks good, nice animation, but it's not FA. Yeah, it's just yeah. What is the price on that one? I haven't even looked at the price. 55 gems. It's almost the same price at this point. Is it part of like a single set? Are these all technically like single sets? Like they're not part of like a bigger Fantastic Four set? I think these are all single sets, right? Or like one collectible sets. Do you have one slider? One of these Doom collectibles? Let's check out comics really quick. Yoda. This one was the first appearance of Spider-Boy, right? I still have the Secret Rare comic. I think I still have quite a few of these commons too. Yeah, going down to 3 gems. Was this one 7 or 10 gems? No, you have the Sam Wilson? Okay. Do want to add this song to the list. So there was something I was thinking about with comics, and let me know what you guys think. We're kind of getting to the point now where, do you guys think comics, unless it's like a grail or something like that, like should they even be 10 gems anymore, or even 7 gems? Like, are we getting to the point now where like we've already kind of released a lot of the grails, a lot of the highly sought after comics? I'm sure there's still a handful left, or there's some first appearances or some big plotline ones or some famous covers, kind of like Silver Surfer 1, right? A lot of people are waiting for that one, as well as some others on Veve, Captain America 1. Like those ones I think are okay to leave at 7 or 10 gems. But like if it's just some random comic, no FA, right? Or it might just be like middle of a storyline type comic. Like, should those ones be cheaper? Like, should those be like 5 gems, maybe even a bit cheaper? Or do you think we should just stick with the 7 gem model no matter what? That's something I kind of thought about the other day. Like, I'm not sure if it's built in their contract. They have to sell it for a certain amount, but, or does it not matter anymore because they're burning after 30 days anyway? It's like, how many of this have sold of the Edge of Spider-Verse #1? That actually make me pull out a calculator. It's 270, not 260. All right. So about 850 of these have sold. Probably closer to 800 because, Marvel, or not Marvel, but like Veve will holds a few. So just shy of half of these have sold. I think it's really just the Scotty Young cover, right? Like everyone just seems to be going for the Scotty Young cover, maybe the SR on this. It'd also be nice if there was a market button here instead of always having to click buy now. Market. Yeah, the Scotty Young is going for 18. Even the ultra rare is only going for 11, like barely above retail. So a lot of the money's getting soaked up, or a lot of liquidity is kind of getting pulled into the Scotty Young cover. I kind of wish they had more comics like this. Like, don't get me wrong, I kind of like the two-tone, you know, one in pencil or like black and white, and then the colored version in the ultra rare. But I kind of like the ones where like every cover is unique, and leaving the uncommons as they are, like black and white. Yeah, 10 is a little high for these minor key books. I think $6.99 should be the standard. Not that many big books left. The bigger books like Captain America 1 should see 20 gems, but not much else. Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys think we're going to get Captain America? Like, has Veve and or David or anybody like outright say like, yeah, we're not getting Captain America because what's on the cover? Or has it always been kind of like hinted at? I could have sworn I thought they've kind of already said like, yeah, we're not going to get it. Or there's like a high likelihood like we're just not going to see it on Veve. I don't know. If they did that one as 20 gems, I think it'd be fine because it might be one of those comics that's... I think even the common would go for around retail. Like, we haven't seen a 20 gem comic in a long time, and 20 gems is pretty steep. And again, it's one of those comics where it's like, it's a grail and all this. It's like, it is, but you know, it's probably going to be 10,000 mints, 20 gems. I mean, if you even look at Hulk 181, right? I don't know if that was a 10 or a 20 gem comic. I think it was 10. This was a 20 gem comic, and right now you have the commons going for less than retail. Uncommons going for less than half of retail. You know, even the rares below retail. So it's one of those things where, honestly, even if we release Captain America 1, I still think like it would do better than Wolverine. Like, don't get me wrong, but like it might be one of those things where like commons are hanging around 20, 22, but like you give it a month and then they're going to be at 15. Maybe less. But I think ever since they did change the comics to just automatically burn after 30 days, I think the 7 gem price is fine for now. But if they keep kind of releasing some of these like D tier or like lower comics in the future, because I mean there's only so much stuff they can release, right? Like if they keep that 7 gem price and like hardly anything gets bought, at that point I'd kind of hope they would rather just drop the price a little bit and just get more in circulation. Kind of just get more people buying those dollar comics. That's Devil Dino's cousin? Yeah, for real. The this one, yeah, Devil Devil Dinosaur. Is that Moon Girl? Yeah, Devil. They're both just red dinosaurs. I just realized that. Yeah. I remember I made a meme of this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says like also featuring Moon Boy. I thought that was kind of funny too. I don't think we're getting it. I don't think so either. I know on the comics and crypto stream with like Sleeping Comics, I think they kind of like wish we had it, but it seems unlikely. But who knows? Maybe Marvel is saying no now, but 3 years from now, 4 years from now or whatever, things change a little bit. Marvel starts opening up to the idea like, wow, we're making a lot of money on these grails or these other things in sales. So maybe we'll release Captain America 1. And plus it would be kind of cool to get like one final like actual grail comic in circulation, because I can already see a lot of people like joining Veve like now and like, all right, all the grails are already on the market. And it's probably good because they're much cheaper now than they were before. Mark D says, no lie, there is greed in the air over these comic prices. I mean, I know they are limited, but it's a lot cheaper for them to distribute through Veve than shipping the paper across the world. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Veve is going to be its own like pretty niche market, right? Its own digital kind of corner and stuff. That's all about collecting and all that stuff. So, and that's the thing I like about Veve too. It's like you can have super overprinted comics in real life be like worth a lot of money on Veve, you know, kind of as like a counterpart. Like that's also part of the reason why I went after like the Planet Death as much as I did, because I think it's going to be a huge comic in the future, and there's only 2,000 of them, like total, I believe. Let me double check. Sold out. Yeah, I thought there was. Am I right? I thought there was like 2,000 editions of this or something like that. I think it is 2,000 because I remember we all. I think it is 2,000 because I think myself and a lot of other people thought it was 1,000, and when it wasn't, I was kind of like, I don't know why, but I was kind of like upset because we had a lot of other comics only have 1,000 mints. Like I think the Marvel Rivals covers only had 1,000 mints, and I just assumed that. And then once we heard 2,000, we're like, oh, okay, whatever. But then when they announced the airdrop, and once I kind of did more research, and you have people like Comics and Crypto like hyping it up and all that stuff, like it's the most sold comic in the last 30 years, and it's pushing almost like 1 million in sales and stuff like that. It's like, all right, and it's only I think it was only $5 or $5 a comic rather than the typical 7 or 10. So I think a while back a mod said they heard it was too controversial and Marvel wouldn't do it. Yeah, I know he meant wouldn't, but yeah. But like I said, things can change, right? 3 or 4 years later, I think it would be kind of cool to be like, Veve's popping off. There's a bunch of users, a bunch of content creators. People are doing a bunch of spaces and community things, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, we thought we were done with comic rails being released like in the store, and now we have Captain America. But we'll see. It's just hard to spend 10 gems or even 7 when the odds of getting a common or uncommon is so high. I stopped buying comics a year ago. Interesting. You're kind of right. I'm trying to remember the last time I said like before Planet Death. Trying to see like what other comics I've even bought. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the little comics section here and see which ones I try to buy from the store. X-Men 5, I did buy a few in the store. The Star Wars Mandalorian, I bought too many. I really should have only bought a couple and then just wait till the secondary. I should have known better. Like sometimes I don't even follow my own advice. I'm like, hey, just wait till the secondary market because like people are gonna print the, the best car framed comics anyway, and that kind of divides up the liquidity, right? Like in a way you kind of think you would make double money, right? Like, well, I got the comic and the the free collectible with it, like I'm gonna double my money. But really in some ways people are gonna split it, right? It costs you 10 gems in order for you to get it back. You sell both for 5 gems to break even. What other ones have I? Yeah, like this one. This one just got, is there one left? Is that what that said? I thought this was supposed to get burned. Well, let me buy. I guess I bought one. I thought this was supposed to get burned by now. Or it said there was like one left. Did I buy the very last one? No, it says one left here. Taskmaster. Yeah, wasn't this supposed to be burned like 4 hours ago? I mean, honestly, I almost thought about buying this, and I just bought one now, so. Collection. Wait, it says I bought it, but I don't have it. Or maybe I gotta give it a minute. Yeah, but on the page it said there was one left. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, right here it says there's like one left. Yeah, this one says there's 1,900 left. This one has one left. I mean, I do want a Taskmaster comic. I was just going to wait in the store, but I was just kind of just out of curiosity. I almost wanted to see if I could buy it. I thought it was supposed to end today at 4 p.m. like Pacific, and it's well beyond that time. Because Veve put out a post like... Because I thought Veve put out a post like 6 hours, maybe not that long ago, but... Yeah, like 5 hours ago saying it's going to get burned in 1 hour. Yeah, right here. It says right here. Zoom in one more time. The remaining supply of the Marvel Avengers, blah, blah, will burn from the Veve store today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Which was, 4 hours ago. 30 days after the initial release, your last chance to secure a copy of the first appearance Taskmasters from the Veve store. So, interesting. Did I get one? Hold on, let me see. Did it deduct my gems? It almost looked like it deducted the gems, but I still don't see it in my collection. Usually it would appear right here. It's like my most recently purchased thing. Let's see. Okay, so it deducted and it says it's pending. It's just being weird right now. I think it's because it's in the process of burning. Yeah, I almost just did it out of curiosity just to see if I could. But yeah, it got deducted, but it still says it's pending. You guys tell I'm selling a lot of stuff on Veve. I'm just trying to narrow down my collection, make it a bit more manageable. At least that's the plan. Let me catch up with chat. Marvel definitely thinks the Veves are more valuable than their paper books, apparently. Moderns on the comics app be dropping for at least 7, sometimes as high as 12. Moderns on the comics app. Yeah, I think it's well, I think it's because you get the NFT counterpart, right? That's kind of the main thing. You could basically I mean, technically you can sell your physical comic too, right? But I mean, there's a bajillion mints in real life. But on this one, kind of get an exclusive version. Usually they're extremely rare, right? Only 1,000 mints. So yeah, I agree. It seems like they do value it that high, or maybe Veve told them, hey, we should price it similarly to the Veve stuff. I only buy comics from the secondary market, and it's going and doing great. Yeah, that's unless you're really trying to chase after like a secret rare or like an airdrop, like I was with like Planet Death or some other ones. That's probably the way to go. Or like I said before with the what was it, 2 streams ago? Or no, it was on Informant stream. We're talking about like what are the try and set this up. Okay, there we go. I was just fixing the music really quick. Like for this one, I kind of told people, I'm like, if you just want the Scotty Young cover, like I would just wait till the secondary and buy it, right? Like you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting it. I mean, right now they're going for less than 20, but if you wait a little bit longer, right? Or if these keep minting out, it could keep getting cheaper, right? Because as more people get them, they'll keep undercutting and stuff. So that's probably the way to go. Just get them in the secondary. There was 2,025 Planet Deaths. Okay, thanks, Mark. Yeah, I figured there was that many, and obviously Veve withholds X amount or however many they do, so it's probably just shy of 2,000. Think it gets burned today? Yeah. Yeah, you bought 3 or 4 of those Taskmaster books today. Nice. Yeah. Did you get anything good, or did you get scammed, get rugged, getting commons and uncommons? Someone fell asleep before hitting the burn button. Yeah, I think it's any purchases after that 4 p.m. Like you can still technically buy it, but it's just going to keep it pending, or it doesn't actually process it because I still have my gems. Yeah, I still have 370 gems, so it didn't really process. It's like in a weird pending status. Go to your transaction history. Yeah, when I went there, it just said pending. Good morning. It's 5:15 here in EU. Nice. Are you having tea already? Just make sure to warm up your tea in the microwave. Don't put it on a kettle. You got to put it in the microwave. That's the American way. When I used to, I don't know if you guys ever played. I used to play EVE Online. I actually logged into my account today for the first time in like 2 years. But when I used to play EVE Online, I would have people all across the world. I play with people in like Japan, Australia, UK, different parts of Europe, all that kind of stuff. But there was one guy I would always try and piss him off, and I mean the UK doesn't have the best cuisine, right? But I would always kind of give him shit about the way like the US, like we would like microwave our tea and stuff like that. So he would threaten to kick me out of the group or the corporation. On Taskmaster, you got a common, uncommon, and 2 rare. That's pretty good. You got 2 rares. What do the rares look like? I do want to see. Honestly, I didn't even look that closely at the. Did I pass it? Yeah, there it is. It's a cool looking cover. I do like that cover, actually. I don't know what it was, but for whatever ooh, that rare does look nice. In a weird way, I kind of like the rare a little bit more than the ultra rare, to be honest. I mean, I like the background, but I really like the black and white with the rare. I like that muted background with just Taskmaster filled in. It's weird, like some of those like the, you know, like the muted background ones actually look better with some collectibles. There's another one that I have that I think the same way. Like I think for some reason I think the rare looks a little bit better than the ultra rare. Let's go to rares. Whoop. Apply. This one, Spider-Man 3. I think this rare looks better than the other one. Like than this one. I don't know why, but I just like all the focus is just on Kraven right here. The reflection of the sword looks cool too. Now, all Veve needs to do at this point is allow us to. I would love this. Go to the market, you click on comics, and there's a little filter right here you can click on that says like modern comics, right? It shows all the modern stuff, or maybe Veve Comics app that just shows like that separate app version. So that way, whenever I click on this, I'm not looking at, you know, a ton of the more like modern comics. And if it had like Bronze Age, Silver Age, Gold Age, because I mean, all that stuff has already been implied by Marvel, right? So it's not like Veve has to do a lot of work with like, oh, is this bronze or silver? It's like it's already laid out by Marvel. So I would love to have a filter or just something that, because this filter, I mean, that's a lot of that's like a lot of different titles you have to go through. And sometimes like some people just like Bronze Age comics. I love I could just like switch to Bronze Age, you know, look at you know, like Ghost Rider and some of those other ones like right off the bat. Or sometimes you don't even realize that certain comics are in certain ages. I'm like, oh man, that's a Silver Age comic. I don't even know. Rare is nice. Yeah, the rare is nice. I do like it. If someday, here we go. Slider says if they someday burn the rest of the same day 1,000 mint comics, it would be crazy. I mean, some comics I have, like Vampirella, I bought today. Only 34 have been bought total. Lots of books are the same. Yeah. There's just so much going on the Veve Comics app side. And like they, you know, I don't know how many comics they're dropping a day. Honestly, I don't really look on this side of Veve too much. Or like the Veve Comics side. There's almost just like too many drops going on and storylines and stuff. And sometimes it's really hard to convince yourself to spend, you know, $8. You know, you can't even use your gems, right? You can't even leverage, you know, all the profits you've earned through flipping and selling and stuff like that on Veve. Like this has to be credit card. So that's another reason why I've already kind of told myself like, I'm not going to put a whole lot more money into Veve unless I absolutely have to. But on this side of things, I really wish I could like leverage my gems or do something else to buy these. Like even this one, this is random Eddie Brock Carnage issue 1. Maybe because it's issue 1, it's worth more, but it's, you know, pretty much all these are 8 gems. Like they cost more than your average comic. Like this is $9. Vampirella, is this the one you're talking about? Yeah. $8. Explore brands you love. Dynamite. Recently added. Yeah, these are cool. I mean, some of the covers are great, but it's just the price. At least for me, the price point doesn't make a ton of sense. I've only bought the only things I think I've literally bought off this have been the Marvel Rival covers, Planet Death. Gosh, there was a very early drop. Like, it was part of that very, very first drop. I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 like pretty important comics that dropped on the Veve Comics side of things. Like, there was 2 of them like kind of back to back, like the first and second week. And then I didn't interact at all with it for a couple months. And then they came out with like the Marvel Rivals cover, and then more recently like Planet Death. So yeah, it'd be great to filter by silver, gold, bronze. Yeah, I would love to just filter it. You know, say bronze age, show the year range, silver age, show the year range, you know, organize it by that way. My main thing is I would love to be able to just filter out all of the modern age stuff, or the kind of like modern age comics. Yeah, like luckily it's not too bad now, but like, I mean, as we keep going, right? Like Kid Venom, Ultimate Wolverine, Deadpool kills Marvel. Kind of wish I could filter those out. We need a comic age. I agree. Modern age started in 1985. Yeah. Modern age, and then even either lump the, you know, the more recent comics in there, or just make a completely separate filter for the Veve app. You know, like the Veve Comics app side. Interesting. If you guys don't have this one, first appearance of Omega Red, pretty cool villain or bad guy for the X-Men. 6,000 mints total, only 4,800 in circulation. So if you don't have this, there's 2 basically for 1 gem on the floor if you guys are curious. Not financial advice, but it's, you know, it's one of those comics where it's like, if you don't own it and you like X-Men, and you like Omega Red, you know, you can scoop one for $1 right now on the market. I already have a few, so I don't need. I think I have the whole set. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I have the whole set on that. Actually, let me go back. Which one is that? X-Men. X-Men 4. $40 years ago? Yeah, that's pretty wild. So is modern age just going to go on forever until they come up with like a new age? Is there going to be a, I don't know, like an aluminum age and like a styrofoam age as we just kind of keep going, right? Styrofoam. What was I looking? Filter by name. X-Men. Will this do it? X-Men 4? No. Here's a trick. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, it's not working. Can I do X-Men? Okay, there we go. I thought I had that whole set of... I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, Omega Red, so I have like the ultra rare... Secret. I'm pretty sure I have that whole set. I might have sold the secret rare at some point. Let me look at my secret rares. Apply. No, I still have it. Okay. Man, I don't have that many secret rares. Thought I had a few more. I think this one, this Uncanny X-Men 137, I think that's the only one I've actually bought. All the rest of these I've actually won on the drop. This one's pretty cool. First appearance of Prowler. I got the SR of that one. This one's pretty darn scarce too. I'm trying to see how many there are for this one. Yeah, because this one only has 2,000 editions. And I remember this one only had like 45 secret rares or something crazy. Or like 65 or something like that. It's pretty scarce. I only buy them in the secondary the same day. Ones mostly you can get good deals. Sometimes people floor them for 3 or 4 gems. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I agree with Adrian. Comics, I wrote an article on this a few months back. It's in Go Collect. Chris Evers did a spotlight on it. It's in Go Collect. Modern Age. We need a new comic age. Okay, okay, sorry, I completely misread that. I thought you were talking about in general, like Veve needs to add comic ages, which I agree, but you're talking about like Marvel needs to come up with like a new age, right? Because most of the time the silver, let me see. All right, let's see. Marvel comic ages. Let's do this. Yeah, so like according to this, you guys can see that. Yeah, so according to this, like the Marvel comic ages, so Golden Age was what? I don't know why it's just giving a random age. 1930s to 1940s, like a decade. This is like 15 years. That's like 15 years. And then this is 40 years is the modern age. Maybe it's just because like maybe that's when, I mean, was it around this time that like comic collecting really became mainstream? It was like maybe towards the tail end of like the Bronze Age or maybe like extremely early modern age. And that's where people just kind of put these into different criteria. Interesting. I didn't even know like some of these ages had themes. It's kind of interesting. So if you look at here, it says Golden Age. This area saw birth of iconic superheroes like Captain America, Human Torch, etc., laying the groundwork for superhero genre. Silver Age is known for its focus on scientific explanations and more complex storytelling, with the introduction of major characters like Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and Hulk. And then Bronze Age, this era saw the emergence of more socially conscious themes and darker tone in some stories. So I'm assuming like Ghost Rider, I think Punisher is also Bronze Age and a lot of other ones. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I'm sure a lot of it had to do with the culture of the time and all that kind of stuff. So rare metal age, so titanium, lithium, uranium, and so on. I like it. Metallic ages. All right, I didn't want to check out. I didn't want to stream for too long today because again, tomorrow I'm gonna have to wake up like semi early, drive over to the convention park, all that kind of stuff, bring all my stuff with me. I still need to like prepare my clothes and all the stuff I want to bring. I'm gonna probably bring like a backpack. I'm gonna bring some some of this stuff too, just to show people. Like, if you guys can see this, I still have a lot of these like Veve exclusive comics, like this one. And so if anyone's like, "Oh, is Veve legit?" I'm like, "Well, this is an official Marvel comic that has Veve on the back." So I don't know if you can kind of get more legit than that. This is part of that Days of Future Past like storyline, right? With Wolverine, Kitty Pryde, all that stuff. All right, I'll put this away later. Yes, the ages are marked by a big moment in comic history. I said the new age should be called the digital age. Ooh, that's not interesting. So how far away are you from the convention? Let me check now. Convention center. Last time I checked, it was like a 30-minute drive, but I think I literally did that search like while it was rush hour traffic here. I'm gonna see now how far away I technically am from this. Yeah, it's about a 30-minute drive. Even now, you know, it's not rush hour traffic or anything, but yeah, it's about a 30-minute drive there. And the doors open at 8. And I do want to be there either right when the doors open or pretty early. Most of the fun stuff, it seems like most of the actual like fun events and things like that don't happen till like 10 a.m. But I do want to get there early and like check out the booths and, you know, talk to people and all that stuff. Do I have to zoom out on this one? All right, there we go. That might help a little. All right. Let's look at the 24-hour trend. Sometimes I forget to look at the 24-hour trend, and it just tells you strictly what's gone up and down. This is the other thing I don't like about my NFT tracker. There's no way to like filter out the modern age stuff. So anytime I'm doing a search, the whole front page is usually just covered in like modern age slop. And I'm not a huge... That's why I usually have to click collectibles. Like I don't even bother with the comics. Wow, Pitroid at an all-time high. Huh? How many are there? 10 total listings, so pretty darn scarce. Chest Burster. I'm assuming this just got delisted. There's only one on the market. Yeah, this just shows you like what collectibles have just moved the most in the last 24 hours. Interesting. Punisher is up a bit. Still 35 gemmies. A lot of posters. Golden Moments. Okay, C3PO. Wow, C3PO went up quite a bit from yesterday. Yeah, yesterday it was going for 41. Now it's up to 65. Someone just buy 3 of them or something? Let's see. For some reason, am I spelling C3PO wrong? Oh, C-3PO. Duh. Yeah, did someone buy a bunch of these recently? Wow. Yeah. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there was a stacker purchase that's a little bit different, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 were bought on Veve, and then 1, 2, 3 were bought on Stacker. This Bit Defender person bought quite a few yesterday. Yeah, so the price pumped up a lot. Let's see what else went up. Cogsworth, too. Also went up about 7 gems, like 50%. I wonder if it's the same thing. I'm actually going to close this. I feel like we got too many tabs going. Cogsworth. Is it still Bit Defender buying them? No. There's just like 4 that were bought in the last couple of days. I think it's just the floor was so thin that all it took was 3 or 4 purchases for it to go up like 50%. That's not too bad, but the conventions are usually crazy busy, especially the bigger ones. Yeah, I mean this is I've never been in this convention center in Phoenix. I've been wanting to go to a convention for a while. It is 3 stories, and I think it gets a little bit smaller as you go up, but I just don't know until I get there. So, but yeah, it does sound like it's pretty large, and I think parking is probably about $30 or something like that. I almost thought about doing Uber, but I'm like, wait, I have to Uber there and back, and I'm sure that's also going to be its own kind of nightmare. So, yeah, we'll see. I might try and get there at like 7:30, like 30 minutes beforehand, and park and chill out, grab something to eat or whatever while I can, because I'm sure the convention food inside is expensive. So we'll see. Must have been some new users buying some stuff. Noticed ASM4, FA Doc, OC Pumped, and a couple other older books. Yeah, we'll see. And that's another thing too. I really wish I could just abbreviate like ASM 4. What did you say? 4? Oh, okay. So you can do it on Stacker, but not on Veve. That's interesting. ASM4 is Sandman, right? FA Doc. Yeah, FA4 is Sandman. Is it 5? No, that's Kingpin. There it is, 3. And you said the common? Let's see. Yeah, there was a lot of... Whoa, yeah. Well, yeah, it was Bitdefender again. Yeah, Bitdefender is just kind of running around buying... It's almost like he's just buying FAs of just comics and collectibles. I used to be able to see their history. I don't know if Stacker disabled it on purpose or what. I mean, I think I can technically look them up on Immutable X if I can find that. Immutascan. Let's see. Let's see. These are not found. I'm trying to think if there's a way to... Well, I don't know what that is. I thought there was a way you can see their like wallet address or something, but I can't find it. Yeah, it meant Doc Ock, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I need to find a way to get his wallet address. I'm sure there's a way to do it that I'm not familiar with, but if I can, I'm going to try and keep a list of some of these like whale wallets. Because I will say occasionally it will show like their wallet address instead of like their actual name, and I'm going to try and catch that and save it. Because I do want to see what they're up to, you know, on Immutascan and see what, you know, whales are doing and stuff. No data. Probably the best way to do it is this. Like maybe try and find like a recent purchase and try and catch their wallet this way. Hour ago. I mean, when did he buy? This was a day ago. What's something that's like pumped recently? Let's see if we can let's see if we can like find this wallet. "24-hour trend." Let's like refresh this really quick. You used to be able to click the wallet address and see all the transactions, but you can't anymore. Yeah, I think they changed it. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that you can look at like what other people are doing and buying. Like, I guess I kind of get it, but if you try hard enough like this, you can kind of, once you find the wallet address, you know exactly what they're doing, at least on a Mutascan. Like, did anyone buy this? Or pump this? Probably just a delisting. Whoop, wrong one. Yeah, I might have to figure it out some other way. If I do find a collectible on here, or if I do find something on Stacker and he bought something really recently, I'm going to jump over to Immutable X and see if I can find that wallet. Because I think that's almost its own category. And if I can get like the top 5 or 10 wallets or whatever and just look at those, see what people are doing, I think that'll be interesting. Actually, if I just... And how far back does this go? 2 hours. Like I said, if you just kind of try hard enough... And I'm assuming he's also the type of person to not like buy, wait 10 minutes, buy. It's mostly just like buy. 4 hours ago. Is there an easier way to organize this? I don't think there's a way to filter this at all. Show events before. All right, let's look at yesterday's transactions. Can we do that? Check. Event type. Trade, transfer, withdrawal, deposit. No. Giant size little marbles. Oh, these are going to have a bunch of comics attached to it. There's got to be a section here in here where there's a bunch of what's this wallet? Stormtrooper? There's a bunch of Stormtrooper purchases. Did I just mess up the whole thing? Yeah, I guess I did. Does he happen to buy any Stormtroopers? Common. Analytics. No, this is like a random wallet. This is another wallet. Just someone just buying dozens of Stormtroopers. Literally dozens. I should see if they were actually bought or not delisted. Yeah. Stacker's the best way to find out if something got bought or delisted. Back in the day when it was like Ecomi Wiki, when I used to stream back in the day, obviously, like there was just no way to tell. You just saw floor price and how many listings, and that was it. You kind of had to guess. But now with Stacker, I think you could technically figure it out with like Immutable X or some other website back in the day. But someone's buying a lot of these Spider-Man ones. Deadpool. God, what was the thing on it again? New Mutants. New Mutants. Which one was it? Common. Did he buy a bunch of these? Is this his wallet? Might be Mr. Champ's wallet, whoever that is. Or no, this one too. No, that's different. This is 4 days ago. That's probably Mr. Champ's wallet. See this? Oh, this is their listings. Okay, this is a bit different. This is their listings. But you can't see purchases. Yeah, this one right here, this one ending in 1462, that's probably Mr. Champ's wallet. There's a lot of purchases yesterday. Let's do this. Self-made. Could be. I mean, that's a lot of helmets. Is this still the same wallet? This is a different one? Oh, no. This is the yesterday's search. Looks like he was buying FA Comics. Yeah, I'm trying to find him right now. What's up, Tucson? Right now, we're lurking on Immutable X to see if we can find Bitdefender's wallet, because he has been buying a lot recently. That's a 1 C3PO. He bought a few, didn't he? Partners. 81B4. No, that's not it. It's a little bit different. Man, there's way more buying than I kind of realized going on Veve. Like, these are all purchases that are happening. There's no way to filter this either. I can't filter it by comics or collectibles or anything like that. You just have to just dig through the trenches, dig through the mud a little. Whose wallet are you looking for? I'm looking for Bitdefender's wallet. The guy who's just been buying dozens of FAs every day, multiple FAs. Transfer? What's all this? Yeah, this is all something different. What is all this? There's just tons of transfers. Or are these all part of like the mint process for yesterday? Dude, what is all this? Wow. Did I finally see a comic or a collectible? This is wild. What was there something in the market yesterday? Yeah, it was that comic. Okay, finally, now we're back to here. So Thor. Dude, where is the can't find C3PO, can't find the other comic, right? Or did I pass something? Because he bought, I don't know how many C3POs yesterday, as well as something else. Right now, I'm kind of just looking for the C3PO. Because if you look at C3PO, you can see yesterday. This all happened yesterday. And it might be one of those weird things where it technically happened like a day and a half ago, and until it hits like the 48-hour mark, it just treats it as one day. Because you can see Bitdefender bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 C3POs yesterday, golden moments. And he's also bought a bunch of other things too yesterday. So that's the wall I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find a wall or a chain of C3POs and just kind of hope that's him. You know, I'm just going to look for the same wallet that bought C3PO multiple times. But yeah, I think this Ultraman thing kind of messed a lot of it up. Donald. All right, this actually goes much faster. I'm just looking for a C3PO. All right, what if I... There's only 2. I think I had to... FE72. Yeah, so that's this guy. FE72. Maybe I have to go back further. I think these are in order, so I might be getting close. I think I just have to... This other one. 03FA. Yeah, 03FA, FE72. Yeah, I have to keep going down. I think I'm almost there. There's a way to scroll faster. Did I mess up and click on something? Did I mess it up? Yeah, I accidentally clicked something. Damn. I'm assuming it was yesterday. And I wonder if I could switch from mint to... Is it transfer? I don't know if it's technically a transfer or a... It's got to be a transfer. Or a trade. I can't tell what the verbiage is if you buy it off the store, technically. How do you spell it? 8. It's like 8-bit defender, but the B is an 8. Yeah, stuff selling. Ultraman poster. Ultraman. It's 8. It's Bitdefender. Morning VV fam, what's up? This is his wallet address. Where is it? They don't show it on Stacker anymore, or at least you can't click on this and just like pull their wallet address like you used to. You can't see their history anymore. That's what I'm trying to do. Where's my scroll wheel? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, now we're really rolling. I'm just clicking the button in the bottom right. Let's load it all. I'm kind of curious to see how long it'll take. It's so unfortunate that event happened yesterday, so this whole day is bloated with a bunch of airdrops and other stuff. But we're getting there. I think it's a transfer if you buy from the market. All right, yeah, I'll have to check it out. I think you're right. And I'm seeing a lot of mints and other transfers and stuff too, but we'll go See a lot of Galactus too, so there could be some going on there. Dude, there's a lot of sales going on yesterday. I think a lot of the transactions are getting like doubled and tripled up because like a mint and then a transfer and then something else potentially. But all right, let's see if we found C3PO yet. What? None? Am I on the wrong day or something? Yeah, it's all yesterday. There's no C3POs? Is that what you're telling me? What happened? It's searching yesterday's stuff. It's also really hard to see the thing on the right. If you just do transfers. Yeah, what's up with that? There was like 11 purchases of C3PO yesterday, yet this says nothing. I think it's a transfer you buy from market, yeah. Yeah, I might have to do this like off stream or something like that. 53 more transactions. Yeah, it says like 53 more transactions, but it's all this. I can't see the wallet address you posted. At least it's not showing up on YouTube. Oh, there you go. How am I able to get that? Let me open up my YouTube. With the way the chat's set up, I like can't click on the chat directly for some reason. Give me a sec. There we go. How'd you find that, D'Angelo? Just out of curiosity. Is there an easier way to find it, or did you just have it saved? It's a secret? Well, thanks. Lots of digging to figure it out. Crazy, yeah. Close this. So is this the wallet? Take it off all. Yeah, let's look at this. So Daredevil. Which one is this again? Daredevil. I hate how it doesn't have the what's the comic number 131? Okay, there we go. And it was the ultra rare. I really liked this cover. Analytics. Let's see if it'll work. First Boyle's Eye. Yeah. From Bitdefender to the... Okay. All right, yeah, it's legit. From Bitdefender to this person. How do I... This is him selling stuff. Where do I see him buying stuff? All right, there we go. See, it's all transfers. I kind of wish you can kind of organize this by buy and sell, but... Yep, Amazing Spider-Mans, first appearances. A lot of Spider-Mans. First appearance of common and SRs of the... what's it called? I'll zoom in more so you guys can see. Of Kingpin. Doc Ock. SRs. So he's basically buying commons and SRs of mostly first appearance characters. It's not the first appearance of Spider-Man, but you know, it's the Todd McFarlane cover. Spider-Man 2099. First appearance of Symbiote or like Venom. Yeah, this is all yesterday. 5 ultra rare Darth Vaders. 5 Elsas. 6 Mickey hats or 5 C3PO. It's just 5 of everything. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, what the? Interesting. Yeah, this account was inactive for 6 months. And then they came back and just bought a bunch of golden moments and stuff for the cheap. Makes sense. I mean, what was C3PO going for 6 months ago? 180 days. Yeah, I mean, 6 months ago, I mean, technically C3PO is going for like 100, but you know, since the beginning of this year, it was in like the 80 range. So yeah, it's like less than half price when he bought them. So this is interesting. I need to get more whale wallets because, you know, if you want to know what they're buying, like we saw about, other than like the Mickey hat and then like the McFarlane covers, like everything was FA, right? First appearance of something, either as a comic or a collectible. Black market people will come back if Stacker allow transfer collectibles. It's a no money laundry act. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my collectibles and stuff have kind of said like the way we had transfers and trading before is just never going to come back. Basically moving collectibles between accounts with no restrictions, no fees, no nothing. It's just too easy to, like you said, launder money or do whatever with alt accounts or do off app trades. You know, I could just trade you a Walt and say, hey, it's worth 1,000, but I don't want to pay the fee. You don't want to pay the fee or cash out. I don't want to pay the cash out, but like, hey, let me just pay you $900. I'll just trade it to you. Whatever, we're done, right? Licensor doesn't get the fee. Veve doesn't get the fee. No one gets the fee. So, and that's not going to make licensors happy. So, even if they did, I don't think we're going to get trading back. I think everything's going to be done through the market, and if there is some sort of form of trading, it's going to be like extremely limited. I just don't know how it's going to get pulled off. But Flippy, love Veve, what's up? Is this your first time hanging out here? No, you said it earlier. Yeah, good morning, fam. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get transfers back. I think everything's gonna stick with the market. I mean, that's honestly 110% of the reason why licensors got involved with this in the first place is like, oh, perpetual royalties for the lifetime of the collectible, sure. And transfers just gets around that. So I'm surprised they even allowed transfers like that back in the day. Yeah, he's the one buying them up. Yeah, and like I said, like today, he probably just dropped, I don't know, 10,000 gems or something like that between all this. I don't know how many gems total it is. I'm sure there's probably a way to like look it up. But I mean, that's a lot of golden moments. It's a lot of like comics. He bought a lot of Iron Man, so it's kind of pissed me off because I did want to buy Iron Man soon. But yeah, before that was like a 6 months break. Just didn't do anything. Well, maybe not Woody, yeah. Tell me which ones you want to see. The big ones like Mr. Rolex, Dr. Profit. I think there's a way you can just look on here, right? Leaderboards. Rank 1263. Top Veve. Well, we're like this wallet's here, but whoever these guys are, pretty much all the named accounts. I'm sure there's even a few that are not at the very tippy top, but why is this not moving? There it goes. Oh. Remember when I said yesterday, maybe not yesterday, but the day before, remember there was like errors happening on Stacker and it was like glitching out or wouldn't let me search anything. And I was like, yeah, usually when this happens, usually there's some sort of app update or something happening. So I do think the app update that happened yesterday is kind of in preparation for the new allowance like IP or something like that, or there could be something happening here in the near future. Because I noticed like whenever Stacker has an issue and like you just can't load it for like an extended period of time or whatever, like I've typically noticed it's because there's an app update or there's something going on. Who bought these? Bezzo, who? Bezzo, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm too tired. We should get like 10 trades a year if you're KYC'd, even if it's like a 5% fee. I don't know if you can, I don't know. Anything tied to floor price will get manipulated, either in a good or a bad way. So I just don't know how it would work. Like there might be a period of time where like they might have like a drop and like all you can do is trade it. That would be kind of interesting. I think it would be kind of fun to maybe have collectibles that can only be traded and like not sold in the market. I don't know. I just don't know how that'd be like profitable or like worthwhile to most people. Spartan Wiz, like this one. Yeah, I mean, I'll find these wallets eventually. Maybe I'll hit you up some other time. Who gave me that last one? Thank you for that. Oh, D'Angelo. Yeah, I might have to hit you up on Twitter or something like that, or just find another way. I mean, I should have tracked these wallets forever ago when they did show, because before, yeah, it would just show their address and just copy them, but for some reason I just didn't do it beforehand. Now that it's gone, it's a little bit harder. Actually, it's a lot harder if you don't know what you're doing, but... Yeah, because this is Mr. MC1, right? And Spartan Wiz, he was a Michigan State Spartan, so that's why it's Spartan Wiz. Yeah, like it'd just be cool to have like the top 20 wallets, or even some of the more recognizable wallets like Vicente and Garnett and stuff like that, just to see what they're doing. Like what's this guy doing? We'll look at this one really quick and then probably call it for tonight because I'm getting pretty tired. And like I said, I need to kind of prepare for tomorrow morning's convention stuff. Deadpool Candy Cane Combat. I believe that's the rare. Yeah, that's the one, the rare. Hasn't been too active recently. Bought a few of these like X-Men, Professor X. Kind of just, at least recently within the last month, buying seems to be kind of inconsistent. It looks like it's mostly focusing on Marvel stuff. Yeah, just lots of comics. More Marvel. Lots of Mighties too. Cersei, a lot of interesting purchases. Maybe these are just so cheap, you know. Some of these were down to like a gem. Like Druid. Like what was this just a few days ago? Or like earlier this month? Yeah, a lot of these, yeah, that's probably him right here. Going for like $1.50 or $1.04. Potentially, yeah. 21 listings all the way to this. I don't know. That's Sanjay Spartan was, yeah. Thanks to Veve. For the first time, our channel gets monetized 100% using Veve Collectibles, Mondo Studio, Happy Tree Friends. Hope they will drop more Happy Tree Friend collectibles. Yeah, I do like some of the more... I do think they need to kind of have some more... I mean, Happy Tree Friends is obviously kind of like a violent thing or whatever, but like more cartoony or some stuff that's a bit more lighthearted. That's kind of why I like Tokidoki and some of the other stuff. So, yeah, that'd be cool. But all right, I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm pretty tired. A lot of stuff done today. But yeah, Flippy. Yeah, let me. I'm going to check out your channel, Flippy. I feel like I've heard of your channel or whatever. It's kind of hard. There's so many content creators now on different platforms. Like some people are more on X, some people are more on Discord, and then YouTube, and then some people are on just like completely different platforms. Like today, I actually streamed on Kick. No one showed up. That's fine. I mean, it's my first day streaming on it ever. Not too concerned about that, but yeah, I'll have to check out your channel and go from there. All right, night Tucson. Hope you guys take care, and I'll catch